Hi, my name is Paul Guth, and I've been involved in many industries, including healthcare and packaging. Most recently, I ran Artromic International, a value-added manufacturer focused on medication management systems for long-term care and point-of-care products for the acute care sector of healthcare. My educational background is a mechanical engineering degree from Worcester Polytech and an MBA from Harvard. Over the last 20 years, I've been involved with 4 different companies, all owned by different private equity firms. So I understand that space, how they think, what they're looking for, and how to communicate with them. I've had a number of accomplishments which I'm proud of, ranging from a turnaround of a company that really was cash starving and got it to be positioned to be sold to a strategic, helping a young company grow almost 3 times its size over a very short amount of time. But the one I want to focus on is my most recent one, Artromic. Artromic, when I got there, was a market leader in a very small niche of healthcare, that being the medication management supply chain for long-term care. While I was there, we took that position, maintained it, but also grew our acute care sales over 300% by developing new products and new sales channel to get us into that new sector, and also grew our international business by almost 400%. All the while helping develop 2 new products that were eventually separated off into startup businesses for our sponsor. My management style starts with the understanding, the real belief that management is different than leadership. So my management style is one of walking around, observing, hearing what people think about our company, both from within and outside the company, as well as looking at data, reports, those traditional ways of looking at a company and then comparing observations to what the data is telling us to make sure that we're moving in the correct direction for our strategic plan. The leadership side comes in to the walking around and talking to people and communicating with people, getting them fired up for what we're trying to do, making sure they understand where the company is heading, how we're doing, and where they fit into all that. And I firmly believe that if somebody is fired up and there's fun and excitement within the company, the likelihood of success is much greater. In addition to that management leadership combination, very much part of my philosophy is getting a company to be having a mindset of continuous improvement. That really goes across the entire company, and to me it's a philosophy using the tools of what is today called Lean and Six Sigma. Now, I learned that 27 years ago when I first started with GE in one of their pilot operations focusing on trying just in time. And it's been part of my management style ever since, and I don't know how to run a company without it. My industry experience is pretty broad, and so while I'd like to think that I'm industry agnostic, certainly the 2 that I have spent the most time in would be the healthcare industry and the packaging industry. All of the companies I've been with have been owned by private equity firms, so I do understand that space. All of them have been business-to-business types of companies, and the majority have been really a value-added manufacturer or value-added service provider. So while, yes, they made a product or had a product, the way they grew and the way they looked at themselves was as a sales and marketing company, always understanding their customers' process, their customers' business, and developing new products and new services to meet those needs. The type of company I'm looking to go with is one that really is probably going through some kind of transformation. While it'd be great to go with a company that's going at a very high, steady rate of growth, very profitable, in a very successful and healthy market, I also understand how to help transform companies. The platform company that I'm looking to become the CEO of will be in the size range of that small to mid-size, which is $20 million up to maybe $200 million. Certainly my hands-on approach and style of management lends itself to that size company. It's where I've spent the last 20 years in that space. I'm very comfortable in that space. So while work certainly is a passion of mine, passions outside of work include the family. And after that, I really do enjoy spending time hiking in the mountains and spending time by the beach, hearing the ocean.